Hey guys, Civilord here, back again with another action figure review, and today I'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Target exclusive. Oh, jeez, the Spectre cosplaying as Dr. Fate. No, we're taking a look at the J.S.A, what a snobby name, of America, Hourman, or as voiceover on my phone likes to call him, Hourman. And no, I'm never not going to think that's funny. That said, this of course is brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys and was released alongside good old Connor Hawk Green Arrow here, who is of the J.S.A variety. So he would go with the Plastic Man collectible wave we got last year. There's the 0 Hour Hawkman. And several other characters that fit that team, but those are the ones that come to mind. We'll be taking a look at him either later today or tomorrow, depending on when this goes up. You know the drill, people. But before I get too far ahead of ourselves, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Hourman has to offer in terms of accessories. It's got the collectible trading card with a bio on the back. That's all you get. You get no more. You lose. That's kind of crap. So, either way, I don't know what Hourman would come with otherwise. Maybe some open hands and fist hands. We don't get those. This body's not really known for that. I think only the Spawn that utilized these parts had swappable hands, and one of them is a Spider-Man hand. If there's one thing Hourman probably doesn't do, is shoot webs and crawl walls and have a cool 60s style theme song. Either way, he will go alongside the likes of Wildcats, Alan Scott Green Lantern, Jay Garrett Flash, the digital Dr. Fate, which I finally have. Review of that should be up by now, but I actually, as of the time I'm recording this, haven't opened him yet. So he's just kind of teasing me sitting there. His Dr. Fatiness. But taking a closer look at Hourman, he does come with a hockey puck display stand we're using with all McFarlane Toys releases. Business as usual. Trying to think who else is on this team. I guess you could throw Jade in there. And there is a Shining Knight, but it's the female version. But I guess if you wanted one, you could just use that. Power Girl and Huntress, both members of the Justice Society, but I think they were later. And that's all I can think of off the top of my head. But, you know, a decent team. I wouldn't say it's incredibly stacked. There's also a Dr. Midnight on a leak list, so he's like the dude in the Robin suit with an owl. I'm assuming he'll look close enough to this team to go with him. But as far as Hourman goes, I actually had to pick him up on Amazon because he was sold out on the Target app. Shocker, now he's back in stock. But I didn't overpay. I paid like $28 shipped for him. And I actually got Connor Hawk for a deal. I got him for $24? $25? I don't know. It was like $2 less than Target. So, figure that out. But at any rate, as far as his articulation goes, he is essentially the Spectre from the Crisis Wave, which I'm hoping that leak list is true and he gets reissued along with a Atom Smasher. But either way, his head pretty much does a whole lot of nothing. And I don't know why this hood is not like cut so you can actually turn his head. That's really stupid, but either way, it is what it is. The sculpt is cool, but it's just not practical. Shoulders will go out, back down, rotate forward and back, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. Not for nothing, why does this guy get like the plastic cape? But my boy Ragman got like soft goods with a wired hood, no less. That is so weird. He does have the ball hinge wrists. Those work fine. Torso can crunch barely forward, barely back. It's a little loosey-goosey, but it's not terrible. It's not the worst thing ever. I did go in there and straighten out the peg so it's nice and tight. But the waist does turn. Ooh! Worked out the kink there. But there you go. His belt is actually a floaty piece. So you can like shift that around. It's kind of neat. And not for nothing, with this hood, is this supposed to be like connected to his mask and not actually a hood? I'm not too familiar with this character. His legs will kick out, back down, forward and back. He does have a thigh swivel, surprisingly. Double jointed knee. That does kind of stab you right there, so be careful. And then he does have ball hinge ankles that will hinge back and forth. He does have some pivot. He does have some rotation. And he's got toe joints. Same thing on that side. Toe joints are fine. Not the tightest thing ever, but they're not the loosest either. But that's Hourman, the Hourman, for you. In a nutshell, he's cool. He's fairly freaking basic, but, you know, we got the character. Mattel made him back in the day. I think Mattel made all of the J.S.A. except Jade, maybe? They made her brother Obsidian, but I don't remember if they made her or not. Maybe they did. I know there's a DC Direct one, but at any rate, before we wrap this up, let's bring in our two regulars. The Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith. Right there. And the infamous 11 Spawn, who, since this is a relatively shorter body buck, yeah, Spawn is significantly bigger than Hourman here, but it is what it is. Can't always be as tall as the almighty Al Simmons, can you? So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and despite the fact that, yeah, I'm in the camp of folks that do believe that the hood should have been a separate piece so you could actually pose the head worth of crap, I gotta say, this figure ain't half bad, and I don't know jack diddly or squat about good old Hourman here, other than I needed him to complete my Justice Society of America, and when he initially sold out on the Target app, I didn't take that as a sign of defeat. I took that as a sign of, I'm gonna go over to Amazon and see if they have it close to retail price, and thankfully, they did. So, happy to have this guy now. Of course, since I've gotten him, he's popped back up on the Target site, but since I got Connor Hawk for a couple bucks cheaper on Amazon, we'll talk about that in his review, I made out because I didn't pay more than retail for either of them. So, yay me! So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.